A hole is called an external nare, N-A-R-E, plural is external nares, if you're looking at both, N-A-R-E-S. But if she had a pin in there and said, name that opening external nare, the whole round thing is called a snout, and that's not testable. If she were to go in the mouth and put a pin here, Miss Posey is extremely methodical. I used to be every bit that methodical when I was even 20 years older than her. I'm not as methodical anymore. But they're not looking for tongue here. They would be looking for the little bumps on the surface of the tongue, and she would make that clear on the card. They're called papillae. You know, if you look under the microscope, we got what are called filiform papillae. They actually look like sharp spikes, and some of them look like they have a mushroom cap. Those are called fungiform papillae. But that's beyond, that's A&P1 stuff, so those are papillae. Now this is a very high probability. Tag this right here, name the structure. Hard palate. It's got ridges. Come on, son, we're happy to have you here. The hard palate has ridges in there, and to say it another way, it's the anterior portion of the roof of the mouth. Now, once you get to the back here, see the smooth area? This is the posterior portion of the roof of the mouth. Is there anybody who can't see it? Can you see it?
I mean, I can't see it.
Come on over a little more. We're all family and friends here. You girls move a little bit. Let her in. The gentleman that just came in, come on in between the girls here. Come on where you get a better view. Come on. Huh?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Come on. You're not going to knock her out. And then the girl, come on in there. Okay. That's called the soft palate, and it's the posterior portion of the roof of the mouth. She's not going to test any teeth, the incisors, these are canines, they're longer and sharper in the cat. That's about it there. Now this is a high probability point. Name these little hairs, and a good question is, what do they do? And these little hairs, like whiskers on the chin of the pig, they're called vibrissae. The hairs in your nose, we'll learn in a lecture when we do the respiratory system, have the same name. Vibrissae, V-I-B-R-I-S-S-A-E, and these are used for touch. They're for touch. You know, the pig can judge when it's going through a small space, things of that nature. Again, if you can't see something, come on over here. Those are vibrissae. I just want to take a look back at my desk for a minute. We're good. Come on over here. Okay, you're good now. You can come back where you want. So the little hairs are called vibrissae, and I really would know they're for touch. Now, if you break the jaw and look in here, there's a couple of bean-shaped objects. Let's see. Oh, very odd. Look at that. Jeez. This is 100% certainty on the exam. There are two smooth structures. You got a big muscle here called the masseter muscle. But there are two bean-shaped, almost like, can you see it here? Mm-hmm. I much prefer to call that, she got a pin in there, submandibular salivary gland. I like to be more thorough than less thorough. I'm sure she would accept mandibular gland. That's what Dr. Nicoletto's lab manual calls it. It's a synonym. They're both correct. This is called the mandibular gland, or mandibular salivary gland, or synonym submandibular salivary gland. It's the bigger one, low to the jaw. If you go higher, up behind the ear, there's a second salivary gland, and it's called the parotid salivary gland. Parotid gland. That's part of muscle there. I wonder where it is
I
here.
think is that right there that you have hanging on this
Is
one?
this it busted here?
No, this little thing, right? Or is that the sublingual? It's one of the two.
It's this one.
Okay.
This is the parotid salivary gland. It's right up here behind
Small and dark.
the ear. Yeah, it's smaller. The real key is small and higher than the mandibular gland. This is called the parotid, P-A-R-O-T-I-D, parotid gland, or parotid salivary gland. You can see them here. See the little bumps on the chest, little tiny bumps? If she pinned one of those and said, what is that? You must use the two words mammary papilla. M-A-M-M-A-R-Y, mammary papilla, P-A-P-I-L-L-A. Do you all see what I'm pointing to? Can you see? There are little bumps, there are about 4 or 5 of them on each side. Both male and female pigs have mammary papillae. This is called the pinna. The ear itself is called the pinna. And the hole, I don't know if she told you that or not, external acoustic meatus, is that in there?
No. she
No,
didn't,
it's called the external auditory meatus, the hole there, or external acoustic meatus. Let's take a look down here at the tail. Now, this is a good example. Very high probability test question here. See the little pointed thing right there? Looks like a little point.
It's a female.
Yeah, that'd be an excellent question. Number one, name the structure, the little point, genital papilla. It's not adequate to say papilla. Gotta say genital, G-E-N-I-T-A-L, papilla, P-A-P-I-L-L-A. If she said, is this a male, that's a good question. Male or female? Female. And they usually don't test this, but if you look, I'm gonna stick the probe in there. There's a hole down there. Right there, I'm in the hole, and that's called the urogenital opening. It's immediately behind the genital papilla. It's called the urogenital opening. There's a second hole, look here. There's a second hole. See the second hole down there, right under the tail? What's that? Anus. A-N-U-S. Look, you get a better view now, you guys over there. I'm in the urogenital opening, and the second hole, see the second hole down right by the tail? That's the anus. I'm in the urogenital opening in this female pig, and the anus is down here. Now, in the male pig, there is no genital papilla, and it's kind of pouchy. Perfect, here it is. See the male? What's this here, this raised, pouchy area? Scrotum. I don't think she's gonna do that, but she could. She could say, name this structure, scrotum. You understand in a man, there's a sac, it's called a scrotum, and the testes are in there. So this is the scrotum, S-C-R-O-T-U-M, and if she said, is this a male or a female? It's a male. Notice it's only got one hole. And what is that hole called? The anus. There is no urogenital opening in the male. Only the female has that.
In the lab book, it says,
Go ahead.
it says the urogenital opening is the opening, which is the terminal end of the male urogenital tract. So it's saying that it's only in the male and not the female.
Urogenital opening? It's a mistake in there. It's only in the female. I'm sure.
It says the terminal end of the male urogenital.
Miss Posey showed us where it is, and for the
Say
male,
it
it's
again?
right under the
Is the
umbilical.
terminal end
There is no
or-
urogenital opening in the fella, just the anus. That's a key point. Both of them have the anus right by the tail. Only the female has that urogenital opening.
What does that do?
Huh?
What does that do?
That's for the insertion of the penis, the urogenital
that's
opening.
what
Let
I
me see
figured,
this.
so why
Send
It's
it
the
around.
vagina.
Send it around.
Yeah, that's what I said. Why would I?
Hold on, you got stuff on you.
No, just set it. I won't touch it. I just want to see the, okay, so where's this thing about urogenital opening? And this is under male. Opening, which is the terminal end of the male urogenital tract. Urogenital opening. Jesus, I don't think so.
It's backwards for like the male
Where's the female here?
touching the book.
Other way?
No, it's.
Where's the picture of the female?
If we don't have, I don't think we have one.
No, it's here. I know it's here.
Towards the end.
What is it? No, that's already orders in there. No, there's the male. Where's the female?
I don't think we have one.
Is this an older book or something?
Just the newest one.
I know there's two.
Yeah.
External
Are
anatomy
you
of the
talking about
fetal
this
pig.
picture?
No.
I tried to.
I got an older book, fetal pig dissection. There's